Hello, Cherie Hanson here. Today we have had a day of sunshine all day long. I sat on the deck a couple of times and just felt the cool breeze and just thought, my gosh, it's so wonderful to see sun and to see my plants not bent over shivering. It's very sad when your plants shiver. There's nothing you can do for them. I wanted to talk today about something that keeps coming up. I've had some really interesting, unexpected coincidences happening lately. I have had 6 readings in a row with people who have just come to me, not anticipated, not expecting it. And the thing that I'm observing right now is we have been indoctrinated. It's like a cult took us away when we were 2 or 3. You know, before you're 5 or 6, you don't constantly measure yourself and grade yourself for your performance. Like, did I burp right away after I had some formula, or did it take a long time? What kind of person am I that I can't burp right away? And I know it seems ridiculous, but it's ridiculous what we do to ourselves. It's absolutely astoundingly ridiculous. We are constantly assessing our deserving. Do I deserve love? Well, no, I don't deserve love because I burned dinner last night. Or I don't deserve love because I didn't go to somebody's house when they were sick. Or I didn't deserve love because I had trouble with my technology. Or I didn't deserve love because I couldn't figure out that math. We all have our own measure, our caliper, our weight, our scale, our methodology of assessing our own performance. And it's horrific. It wreaks havoc on our lives. Because if you have internalized a critical other that was in your life, somebody who, just to give a for instance, when you got B pluses, but you got 1 C, they want to know what happened there. Why did you get that 1 C? What's wrong? So what the internalized critic is always doing is trying to find where you're wrong. Think about that for a minute. If you had somebody following you around all day long, you open the front door and they go, yeah, you left a smudge on the front door. You need to go get a cloth and wipe that off. And then you walk down the steps and you say, oh, those steps need repainted. What kind of a slob lives in a house with a paint chip on the steps? And then you go to the front gate and you walk through it and you don't close it. And one of your neighbors is constantly criticizing you for not closing your front gate. And so you criticize yourself. Oh, I didn't close my front gate. And so we go through the day constantly pulling our own level of vibration down, watching ourselves to see how we're going wrong or how we're not perfect or it could have been better, you could have done more, what the hell is wrong with you? And we live like that because we have internalized the way that society looks at us. And the way society looks at us is as an object. We are objectified by our culture. we are treated as if we were not human and as we did not have human emotions. And when we're objectified, when we have it internalized from outside, we're very harsh with ourselves. If we see any tenderness or sensitivity or soft spots, it's like I like a psychic surgeon to come in and cut out that part where I see the pet that's trapped in the house all day and I feel sorry for them. Just what are you doing? That doesn't make you perfect. Or the other way is, what's wrong with me? And you are standing in front of your doctor, your therapist, your relatives, your cohort, and what we're focused on, especially in a time of chaos, is, what is wrong with me? And there's a double edge to this right now. I mean, we are trained to think this way, but the problem is, the cult we were asked to join, the cult of the patriarchy, the hierarchy, the consumer competitive mind, we're been forced into this type of existence, of compliance, of self-criticism, of not trusting our instincts or ourselves. But now, you can't join. Here's the humor of the time we're in. I want to join your group and wear your uniform. We don't have a group. We just have a whole bunch of people that are fighting against one another. Can I wear something that looks like your uniform? Can I pretend that I'm doing what you demand of me? And it makes it so hard because it's like punching a code in the front door. If I do the right buttons, I can get in. But there's no consistent code. There's no way to get in because what was once there has now shifted. It's now something else. So you see people giving to a charity and then they find out that the charity, the local charity, is making money and not paying any taxes while they're making money for the individuals who are running the charity. And we say to ourselves, oh my God, can I believe anything that I'm being told or that I have seen with my eyes? Oh, look at the good they do. No, they're making profit and not paying taxes. So we start to really trust ourselves. We start to go inward. We start to pay attention to our instincts, to what feels good or what doesn't feel good. And we need to let go of holding on to the hot branding iron by the end of it. I want to be like you, brand me. It does us no good to try to fit in. It does us no good to follow. It does us no good to be in a place where we're hating on ourselves constantly so that we can somehow punish ourselves into being good enough. If I lash myself with my own thoughts until my back is bleeding, then I will be perfect enough to join your lovely group and wear the hat with the ears or the shirt with a big tail hanging down, or whatever it is that the group is asking you to do. And for me, that's an optimistic place. Because from the time I can earliest remember in the 50s, there was a contract with a culture. As long as you're white, working class, upper working class, as long as you're getting good grades, as long as you're following the rules, you can be with us. You can join us. You can join our parade. You're not on the sidelines. And that's fallen in. So many people that are conditioned to that, they're conditioned to asking the question, what do you want me to be? I'll be that. And the problem is there's no answer anymore. Because all various cults and distractions and delusions and phantoms are just dissolving. And there is no central reality that we are all living in any longer. But it's an opportunity. Think about that. Now you can be who the hell you are. You know, you don't want to wear a uniform. You want to wear 2 different shoes and, you know, your pants on your arms and, you know, wear a cloak around your head like a turban. Whatever it is that expresses who you are. We're in a time that you can't be killed for that anymore. You know what I mean? They can't drag you out and throw you off of a bridge because you're not fitting in. And believe me, that was happening in the 50s. So the big question is, who am I? Who am I right now? What does my heart want? What good does it do to constantly criticize myself and sabotage myself? The only thing it does is lower my vibration, lower my self-esteem, lower my perception of who I am. And now I'm a captive. I'm a child. I'm a pet. I'm a quivering pet in the culture, waiting for somebody to pet me and feed me, instead of being a grown-ass adult making my own decisions. So when you criticize yourself, stop and ask whose voice is telling you that. Is that your long-dead mother's, your long-dead father's, your school teacher, your best friends in high school? Who is telling you that? Have a sit down, have some deep breathing, and ask the question. Because now is the time to become who you are. Not perfect. You're never going to just float up to heaven because you're perfect. You might as well give that up. But you can be happy on earth if you genuinely like yourself and enjoy being with yourself. Do get a hold of me if you would like a reading, a coaching session. Many people are reaching out to me right now in the time of great confusion, the swirling chaos, the I don't know what's true. And the thing that we need to focus on is to build ourselves up so we are impervious to all the slings and arrows from outside. And we are ignoring all the internalized slings and arrows. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much to the people who have subscribed. I invite you to subscribe. Please do. That will help all of us because somebody will see it who's struggling with this and it will help them. And thank you for the people who are liking and putting positive comments. I appreciate you.